Brothers, it's that time again, time for another horror movie. Today, we're diving into another terrifying entry from the Sinister series, and it's chilling. A family of 4 is tied with ropes, dangling from a tall, fragile tree branch. The ropes creak ominously. Suddenly, the branch snaps, and the 4 are hoisted mid-air. Their legs twitch desperately. After a brief struggle, silence. They hang lifeless, dead from suffocation. 6 months later, a man named Dashion moves into a new house. After unpacking, he puts on his glasses and steps into the backyard. Seeing a familiar-looking tree trunk, he suddenly looks excited. Strange. Turns out, Dashion is a crime novelist, known for writing about real-life murder cases. And here's the twist, he deliberately moves into homes where tragedies have occurred to get inspiration. His last big hit, the Kentucky murder case, was 10 years ago. Now broke and desperate, he's trying to make a comeback with a bang. So he moves his family into a murder house. His wife and kids are used to this madness. She reminds him not to repeat past mistakes, but he lies. This place is nowhere near a crime scene, he says with a fake smile. Dashion hauls the last box into the attic. Suddenly, he spots a strange black box. He approaches carefully, but a scorpion darts out, nearly stinging him. He kills it, heart pounding. Inside the box, a dusty projector, 5 film reels, a bag labeled family picnic, innocent enough. After dinner, curiosity gets the best of him. He rushes into his study and plays the first reel. It starts off warm and fuzzy, a happy family enjoying a day outdoors. But suddenly, the screen cuts. We see them hanging from the tree, their limbs twitching, dying before our eyes. This tape isn't in police records. Only Dashion, and now we have seen this horror. Shaken, he gulps down whiskey and jots down 2 urgent questions. Who filmed this? What happened to the youngest daughter? There were 5 family members, only 4 bodies. He walks out to the backyard again. The tree looms above. Cold wind blows. Something's wrong. He hurries back inside. A shadow flashes behind him. He investigates. It's his daughter, Xiaoli, wandering around. She says she got lost looking for the bathroom. Odd. He tucks her in and returns to the study to play the second reel. This one shows a family enjoying a barbecue by the lake until it cuts. They're chained inside their car. A torch falls. Boom. The car ignites, they burn alive, screaming. Once again, someone is clearly filming. In the reflection of the water, there it is again. A triangular-faced figure, barely visible. Panicked, Dashion pauses the frame to examine it, but suddenly, the reel catches fire, and the image vanishes into smoke. Desperate, Dashion searches online and finds a method to restore burned film. Still, the figure remains too blurry. He plays the third reel. A family is strapped to poolside chairs. Ropes are rigged. One by one, they're yanked into the pool and drown. As the last body sinks, he freezes the frame. The same black figure is there again. That face. Bug hull. Cold. Watching. Waiting. Then the 4th reel begins, and it's brutal. A masked intruder breaks into a bedroom, slitting the parents' throats. Blood sprays. He turns to the child. 1 slash. All dead. Rewinding slowly, Dashion notices something new. A strange symbol etched beside the bodies, the same one from before. He also catches the word St. Louis. Googling it, he uncovers a real case from 1998, a family stabbed to death, 1 young boy missing. Suddenly, loud thuds from above. He checks his kids. They're asleep. Another bang, this time from the attic. He grabs a knife and climbs up, trembling. Inside the attic, the black box lid creaks open. He approaches. Another strange creature, a red and white snake-like thing, slithers across the lid. On the lid surface, crude childlike drawings of each murder scene. And next to each family, one disturbing figure labeled Mr. Bagul. He bolts down the stairs, crash. The floor collapses. Everything goes black. The next morning, police arrive. One young officer, a fan of Dahyung's books, offers to help him research. Dahyung jumps at the chance. He asks for 2 cases: the 1998 St. Louis stabbings and the 1979 Sacramento car fire. Soon, the officer calls back with shocking news. The family in the hanging video lived in the same house as the St. Louis victims before they died. It's a pattern. Each murdered family had once lived in the previous crime scene. Mind blown. He pins it all on the wall. Photos, notes, strings. Suddenly, he notices something. In every family photo, someone lurks in the shadows. It's Bagul. Again and again, watching from the background. Just then, Shirley walks in and offers him coffee. So sweet. So suspicious. A second call. The Sacramento case also involved a missing 9-year-old boy. Same pattern. Every time. The officer confirms the family Dahyung is investigating had moved into the St. Louis home just before dying, and then he moved into their house. Suddenly, the computer glitches. A video plays. It's Dahyung falling through the attic floor. He replays it, frame by frame, and sees small, pale hands pushing him from behind. Then, the projector whirs to life on its own. It replays the hanging video, but from a different angle, from the attic. He looks out the window and sees the same triangle-faced figure from the photos. Just staring. He grabs a bat and rushes outside. But then, growling. It's his son, found sleepwalking in the bushes. He suffers from a rare condition. A black dog snarls, but not at them, at the 5 ghostly children now standing in the dark. Morning. Dahyung's wife finds Shirley drawing on the hallway wall. She asks, "Who told you to do this?" Shirley answers cheerfully, "Stephen. He used to live here. He was the dad's character." Dahyung's wife loses it. Furious. "You brought us into a haunted murder house. Again?" They argue. Loudly. But later, she softens. Tells him to sleep. Night. A blinding light wakes them. The projector clicks on. Dahyung follows the sound upstairs. He climbs to the attic. And BAM. 5 ghost children stare directly at him, expressionless. He screams, falls down. That's it. He's done. He burns the projector and tapes in the yard, packs the car, and rushes the family back to their old house. Safe. Or so he thinks. Act 7, the horrifying truth. Later, Dahyung receives photos from a professor he'd contacted. Each one shows demonic symbols, scorpions, snakes, and dogs, signs of the Bagul curse. The professor calls. Bagul is a pagan deity. He feeds on children's souls. He uses symbols and images as portals. Anyone who sees them, especially kids, becomes vulnerable to possession. Just then, the cop calls again. Panicked. Every family was murdered after they moved out of a crime scene. Moving is the trigger. Dahyung just moved. Too late. Act 8, the fatal ending. The projector plays once more. But this time, the truth is clear. In each murder tape, the missing child is seen. Pulling ropes. Dropping fire. Slashing throats. The kids did it. Bagul didn't kill them, he turned them into murderers. Dahyung stumbles. The coffee. It was drugged. He collapses. Nearby, a note reads, "Good night, Daddy." Thunder rumbles. Dushyong, his wife, and son are now tied up in the living room. Xiaoli enters. She's holding the camera and the axe. With a calm smile, she raises the blade and films as she chops her family to pieces. Skull movie camera. Afterward, the ghost children gather around. Xiaoli finishes her drawing. 3 corpses, dismembered. She walks toward the camera and disappears into the screen. Back in the attic of Dushyong's house, the black box and reels reappear. Waiting for the next family,